Hello, my name's Julie Barnes. I'm workshop supervisor for Hearts and Beds. I had COVID in April. On the Tuesday, I had a gland come up in my neck and I thought it was something to do with a tooth that I was having problems with. COVID was the last thing on my mind as I was doing everything safe at work. I was using hand sanitizer. I was washing my hands before eating, after touching doors and being in vehicles. On the Thursday, I woke up in the afternoon after a night shift and my bed was absolutely soaking wet. I didn't feel very well. I felt really fatigued. I felt hot and sweaty. I decided to ring 111 to get some advice. I explained where I worked and what I'd done, and he suggested that I might have some COVID. So it was advisable to get tested. I woke up on the Friday and I had a massive headache. It was worse than any hangover that I've ever had in my life. I felt very fatigued. A test was organised for me on the Saturday. So I just went straight back to bed. I just felt absolutely awful. I woke up Saturday morning and the headache had subsided a little bit, but I now had the start of shortness of breath. So sort of breathing was sort of like a difficulty, but I needed to go and get tested. I come back home from the test. I went back to bed because I was so fatigued and tired. I got my test results on the Sunday evening and it was positive with COVID. I was a little bit annoyed as to how the fact that I'd actually got it. Surely I'd been doing everything correct and everything right, but anyway, I had COVID. I went to bed that night feeling still very unwell. I sort of like went to sleep and I was wondering if I was actually going to wake up in the morning. At what point would I get serious, if I was going to get serious, or was this the worst that I was actually going to get it? On the Monday, my shortness of breath increased, found it very difficult to breathe. I found it difficult to think. I contacted my local doctor who agreed to see me through the window of my car and just do basic obs, check my blood pressure because I felt dizzy, check my SpO2, make sure my oxygen levels are okay. As it turned out, everything was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. I was ill for about 3 weeks with COVID. I came back to work. I've struggled all the way through the year, having odd weeks off sick because I just got so fatigued. In September, I ended up having 3 months off. I had diarrhoea. I was diagnosed with long COVID. I had horrendous brain fog, so I couldn't remember certain things. I found my keys in my freezer at home. I've put things down and I can't find them again. I really in some ways, I was more unwell in September than what I was when I had the initial infection. My message to you is, can you just please wear a mask? Can you wash your hands? Can you sanitise your hands? I don't want you to go through what I've been through this year with COVID, not only for yourselves, but also for your family and your work colleagues and your friends. This really is important. It is spreading. Please look after yourselves and stay safe. Please wear a mask.